Snow season is coming. Although in recent years we have gone through relatively mild winters, there are not many casualties or great damage caused by snow, for example, collapsed houses. However, there is traffic congestion caused by snow and accidents caused by cars sliding on icy and slippery roads.
Todos os anos, é comum ocorrerem congestionamentos por causa do acúmulo de neve e acidentes provocados por carros que deslizam nas pistas congeladas e escorregadias.
In February this year, Conan, there was a major accident involving a truck and a mid-sized car that collided head-on, and it killed the car's driver. This accident occurred because the car skidded off the road. That was frozen and slippery.
O carro de passeio derrapou na pista que estava congelada e escorregadia.
During the Christmas and New Year holiday, there are increased opportunities to drive a car. In our program, this month's theme is Let's Have a Safe Winter. We're going to talk about some tips on traffic safety in the case of blizzards and icy, slippery roads.
Dicas sobre segurança no trânsito, em caso de nevascas e de pistas congeladas e escorregadias.
Hello, I am Jacqueline. I drive a car too. I am very afraid of driving on snow-covered streets. In fact, I have experienced trouble slipping on a snowy road. Hello, I'm Vanya Ishikura. I do not drive, but I am afraid of walking on snow-covered streets. Jacqueline, when your car slipped, did you hit something or cause an accident? Luckily, I did not cause an accident, but it was close. It was a close call. It could have been a very serious accident. We have to be very careful on snow-covered roads and icy roads. That's true. Let's see some notes for driving safely in the winter. The key is to avoid sudden movement. Sudden movement? That's right. Sudden departure, sudden acceleration, sudden braking, turn the steering wheel suddenly. Do not do anything suddenly while driving. I talked about this with Mr. Kawashima, who is the Deputy Director in the Traffic Planning Division of the Shiga Prefecture Police. Why is a sudden movement dangerous when driving in the winter? Sudden acceleration, including sudden start, can cause tires to slip, and then you lose control of the car. Sudden braking and abrupt steering can cause a car to spin. Sudden movement while driving can lead to accidents due to the car skidding. Drive slowly and carefully to avoid sudden movement. Icy and snow-covered roads are slippery. Could you tell us about winter tires? Winter tires are made from softer rubber than summer tires. They have greater grip and patterns on them make it less slippery. But remember, overconfidence can be dangerous. Ideally, use this type of tire on all wheels. It is not advisable to use winter tires only on the front wheels of the car with the front-wheel driver, or only the rear wheels of the cars with rear-wheel drive. The wheels that are not with winter tires can skid and end up causing accidents, so we advise to use winter tires on all four wheels. And in case of large snowfalls, putting snow chains on the studless winter tires is very efficient. But remember that old tires are deteriorated rubber are not effective to prevent slippage. Please check and replace with new ones if applicable. We should not drive when it's snowing. That's right. If you still need to drive, such as going to work, we advise you not to move suddenly while driving, and we also suggest you leave home early and drive with peace and security. During the winter, everyone should keep in mind that it may take longer than usual to reach the destination due to snow and ice on slippery roads. Rushing and impatience can cause traffic accidents. I might have put on the brakes suddenly. I have to be more careful. Let's run over the points again. No sudden departure. No sudden acceleration. No sudden braking. No turning the steering wheel suddenly. Tranquility is very important. Before leaving home, check traffic conditions and leave home early.
Verifique as condições do trânsito. Confira os locais com congestionamento, as ruas interditadas e, principalmente, procure sair com antecedência. Você pode conferir as condições
You can
do
check out the
trânsito de neve
congestion and
no
snow conditions at JARDIC, Japan Road Traffic Information Center. Telephone 050-3369-6666. Covers the whole country. If you do not speak Japanese, you can check the internet by accessing the website of JARDIC. In addition, you can find information on the Fukui Shiga Fuyu no Yukimichi Joho. You can check the condition of federal roads live transmitted by cameras installed along
durante o
them.
inverno, você pode encontrar informações na homepage Fuyu no Yukimichi sobre as condições de neve nas rodovias de Fukui e de Shiga. Pode conferir também as condições das rodovias federais ao vivo, transmitidas pelas câmeras instaladas ao longo delas.
During the holiday, we drive more often, so it is advisable to check the road conditions before you leave.
Por isso, é bom conferir as condições das rodovias antes de sair de casa.
Yes, we also suggest that check the road conditions, certain streets and situations when you drive. Let's see these
Vamos
places.
ver que locais são estes.
We also need to pay attention to the following locations. First, at the entrance and exits of tunnels. Why do we need to take care in and out of tunnels? In and out of tunnels, we find it difficult to see and understand the changes in soil conditions due to environmental differences such as sudden darkness and lightness. If roads are frozen, we run the risk of failing to control the car in time and cause an accident by sliding. Next, at intersections. Why are the intersections also points where we should be careful? At intersections, snow walls hinder visibility. Also, as cars travel, it ends up compressing the snow, resulting in a rather slippery layer of ice. If you do not slow down enough, when you turn, you may hit or break into the side of the road. Slow down in advance. Do not turn the steering wheel suddenly or hit the brakes. I have noticed overhead bridges on highways and bridges over rivers are often frozen.
Pensando bem, já reparei que eles ficam congelados e escorregadias.
What should we be careful with when we go on those overhead bridges and bridges? On bridges and viaducts, the wind causes the track to freeze, so we must drive with special care to go through them. How about in the shade? The shade from mountains and buildings is likely to freeze easily, so we need to be careful. Ice can take a while to melt and stay on for a long time. When melting, snow freezes causes the car to whirl, especially on curves, so you need to slow down in advance. I was driving behind a truck, and the truck splashed snow on the windshield, and I could not see anything. That was scary. Large cars splash and cause snow fumes while it is snowing. If you have to be behind large cars, try to keep some distance. You showed me that there are a lot of things we need to pay attention to.
várias coisas, não é mesmo?
We must not forget to keep distance from the car in front of you. Even if it skids, we must control our car without panicking. We shouldn't be panicking. We need to prepare not to panic. There are some tips on the JAF, Japan Automobile Federation homepage. Some tips for driving on snow roads. Preparation for driving on snow roads. It is important to prepare to prevent trouble in snow, including car inspection. We should keep tools in our car that can help you in an emergency. There is a possibility that normal washer fluid and water will freeze. We should replace the washer fluid with cold climates. If a windshield is frozen, we can melt ice easily with a thaw spray. We can also peel off ice if we have a scraper like this. If we use warm air of the defroster too, it will be done much quicker. When parking for a long time, we should put up windshield wipers to prevent freezing. If we are stuck in snow, you can use an escape plate and sand to get the car out of the snow. We should keep plastic bottles filled with sand in the car. The ability of the battery extremely decreases in the cold. We should check the state of the battery in repair shops. In addition, there are different kinds of engine oil depending on the temperature environment. We should choose engine oil as designated in the instruction manual, considering the outside temperature in the winter. So far, we have talked about how to drive safely on snowy and icy roads. Pedestrians and cyclists have to be careful too in the snow.
Não podemos esquecer de falar também dos cuidados que os pedestres e ciclistas devem tomar, não acha?
Também acho.
Especially bicycles and motorcycles, which are two-wheeled vehicles, are difficult to maintain balance on snowy and icy roads. They have a great risk of slipping and falling. We recommend avoiding riding bicycles or motorcycles in snow. Pedestrians should be careful too, because they can slip and hurt or even fall on the road and get hit by a car. We must take care not to fall. We must be careful when crossing a street at intersections due to a difference in levels between sidewalk and street. Be in no hurry to cross a street. Do not only watch your step, but also pay attention to the cars around you. Be careful in places where people and cars often pass and stop, such as a bus stop and taxi stand, as trampled and compressed snow can be slippery. We suggest you avoid leaving home if you have not committed or urgent need.
Por isso, sugerimos que evite sair de casa se não tiver compromisso ou necessidade urgente.
Finally, we received a message from the police on traffic safety during holidays.
Sobre a segurança no trânsito durante as festas de fim e início de ano.
During the year-end and New Year holiday, congestion is predicted. Impatience while driving can cause accidents. Please keep calm and drive with confidence. Before leaving, check traffic conditions and congestion. Be in no hurry, please. During the year-end and New Year holiday, we increase the chances of drinking alcohol, but remember, drunk driving can be destructive. Never drive after drinking alcohol.
また、年末年始はお酒を飲む機会が増えると思いますが、飲酒運転は身の破滅を招きます。飲酒運転は絶対にやめてください。
We need to be careful as roads may be snowy and icy in the winter because more people travel by car, especially during holidays.
Além da neve e o congelamento na pista, teremos muita gente indo e voltando de férias.
This is the second winter that I have experienced here in Japan. Information on snow season has been very helpful to me. Today we talked about let's have safe winter driving in snow and ice and slippery roads.
Com segurança na neve em ruas congeladas e escorregadias. Agora,
Here is some useful information. Prevention of influenza. This time of year is the influenza outbreak period. It's important to avoid contracting and transmitting influenza. Please take the following precautions. Avoid crowds. Wash your hands and gargle when you get home. Eat and rest well and keep to the proper temperature and humidity. If you have a cough, use a mask. Take preventative vaccine. The simplest and most effective way to prevent infection is to wash your hands. Washing hands is very effective to prevent various types of diseases and food poisoning.
Para evitar diversos tipos de doenças contagiosas e intoxicação alimentar.
You can check out the congestion and snow conditions at JARTIC, Japan Road Traffic Information Center. Telephone 050-3369-6666. Covers the whole country. If you do not speak Japanese, you can check the internet by accessing the website of JARTIC. In addition, you can find information on the Fukui SHIGA, Fuyu no Yukimichi Joho. You can check the condition of federal roads live, transmitted by the cameras installed along them.
Você pode encontrar informações na homepage Fuyu no Yukimichi sobre as condições de neve nas rodovias de Fukui e de Shiga. Pode conferir também as condições das rodovias federais ao vivo, transmitidas pelas câmeras instaladas ao longo delas.
This time of year, we're always full of things to do.
I hope to celebrate the new year healthily. It seems that the influenza outbreak began earlier this year. Next time, we will continue with the theme, Let's Have a Safe Winter Part 2. Let's talk about the care that must be taken against influenza and other contagious diseases.
Que devemos tomar com a influenza e as outras doenças contagiosas.
Our next show will be on January 31st. See you next time.
Tchau, tchau.